together. We knew the path would neither be smooth nor straight, but we pledged ourselves to nothing less than the full-scale renewal of the American dream. Tonight, thanks to the people of Central and Eastern Kentucky, that journey continues. A few moments ago, I received a phone call from Lieutenant Colonel Amy McGrath, during which she conceded this race. I remember what it's like to lose an election. It hurts, particularly when you've given every measure of your heart to a cause you care passionately about. I hope you will join me in extending our best wishes to Lieutenant Colonel McGrath and her family at this time. Amy McGrath and I differed emphatically on almost every issue, but I never questioned her sincerity. She earned our respect and gratitude on the basis of her military service alone, but she left what could have been a quiet and comfortable retirement because she felt called to serve her country again. And I thank her for her determined challenge, which has helped produce the kind of vigorous discussion a healthy democracy requires. Most candidates hope to avoid competitive elections like this one. But as our beloved Wildcats regrettably discovered last March, you don't always bring your best game when the path to the Final Four seems too easy. I think Kentucky will play a better game tonight because Duke represents tougher competition. And Andy McGrath was tough competition. As I have always said, competition is a good thing. I embrace competition, especially tough competition, which brings out the best in people by encouraging effort and producing excellence. So I am grateful to Lieutenant Colonel McGrath and everyone who supported her for this tough and hard-fought campaign, as it will make me a better leader and a better congressman. If there is one word that describes how I feel right now, how Carol and our girls feel right now, it is gratitude. Gratitude for our Lord and Master who has blessed me and all of us with the gift of freedom, the opportunity to live in the greatest nation in the history of the world, and the privilege of serving in the People's House, the greatest democratic institution the world has ever known. Gratitude for a loving family, my parents, my siblings and in-laws, and especially my wife, Carol, and my two beautiful little daughters, Eleanor and Mary Clay. And Eleanor and Mary Clay have been the ultimate inspiration for my work, and they have sacrificed tremendously to allow for that service. Gratitude for my staff, the best, most professional and selfless group of public servants in the entire Congress. These are people who have served this district and the nation with effectiveness, responsiveness, and courtesy, always looking out for the interests of our constituents ahead of their own. No member of Congress can function effectively without an official staff who cares deeply about the people we serve. And I am blessed to have people in our Washington and Kentucky offices who go to work each and every day, striving to make a difference for our constituents. No task is too small to merit their diligent attention. and no challenge is too large to receive their determined commitment. Even the Lexington Herald-Leader editorial board has acknowledged acknowledged the excellence, responsiveness, and professionalism of our constituent service. And that's all due to the best congressional staff in America. My Chief of Staff, Mary Rosado. My go-to person everywhere, the Deputy District Director, Tatum Dale. The man who has been with me the longest, the most loyal guy, a man who served his country in uniform in Iraq, Eric Landis. My terrific District Director, Leslie Small. Extremely bright and talented Legislative Director Liz Thomas. Jody Whitaker, my Communications Director, who is just flat out awesome. Gabriella Spence, Shelby Williams, Claire Osborne, Paige Rusher, Kevin Wysocki, Michael Case, Carol Rogers, Anthony Allen, John Dye, and my National Security Fellow, Corporal Matthew Bradford. Gratitude for my campaign team and volunteers who did an amazing job against all odds and left everything on the field in the face of millions of dollars of outside funding this opposition. Chris Anderson, my treasurer. Tatum Dale. Jonathan Van Norman, my campaign manager. My finance director, Amanda Miller. Jody Whitaker. And my amazing field staff. Let me just recognize the doors that these people knocked on for the last 6 months. 300,000 doors that these people knocked on. The press did not recognize that this was the grassroots campaign. We were the grassroots campaign. Hadden offered 14,803 doors. Austin Wicker, 21,439 doors. Rodney Coffey, who made countless calls and personal visits all over the eastern part of the district. John Hughes, 12,516 doors in Madison County, which delivered a 7,000 vote win. Jenny Ditto, 16,612 doors. Jessica Casebolt, 18,442 doors. Kinsey Todd, Grayson Happ, who organized our college campuses. And our secret weapon, the campaign most valuable player, James Kirkinides. 23,265 doors. Thanks. Thank you, team, for proving that you can't buy an election with millions of dollars. Of this district and not outside interests are ultimately in charge. I am grateful and humbled by the special people who devoted their time, energy, and resources to our cause. An amazing army of volunteers who took time away from busy lives to take our message to every corner of the 6th Congressional District, particularly our Veterans for Barr Coalition. Our Women for Barr. The students of Commonwealth Baptist College. College Republicans from across the state, Henry Clay High School Young Republicans, and the Lexington Christian Academy Young Republicans. All of whom walked door to door, made calls, stuffed envelopes, put together yard signs, wrote handwritten notes to undecided voters, literally day after day, month after month. Gratitude also for the best media team in the business. Rex Elsass and Brian Berry and their team, and to our pollsters, Robert Blizzard and Gene Olm, whose steady advice and talented efforts enabled us to communicate our message to the voters. And gratitude to the people who are the backbone of the 6th District's signature industries. Manufacturing, auto manufacturing, coal, agriculture, bourbon, and yes, horses. To our friends in the horse industry, to the friends of racing, thank you. Thank you to the Kentucky equine industry, a $3 billion industry for Kentucky. And most of all, gratitude for the people of Central and Eastern Kentucky, the most genuine, kind, and caring people I know, who tonight have given me the continued privilege and responsibility to serve and work and fight for them in the United States House of Representatives. This re-election constitutes a report card, and I'm deeply grateful that so many of the voters we represent gave us a positive grade. But we must also acknowledge that with tonight's results and with our fragmented electorate, we still have a lot of work to do. Our country is more divided today than it has been in almost a half a century. And what's most troubling is how acrimonious our differences have become. It's senseless and counterproductive to debate who started it. We simply must solve the problem. Since my first election to this office in 2012, my primary goal has been accessibility. And I believe we've kept that promise in every way. I do not care how you voted in this election. I do not care who you supported in this election. If you live in the 6th Congressional District, I want to hear from you. I want to represent you to the best of my ability. And while we might continue to disagree in good faith on the issues, I will do everything in my power to find common ground with your concerns. After all, we are all Americans, and we are all Kentuckians. And look, Kentuckians are a diverse people with unique dreams and aspirations, whose everyday heroism is reflected in the caring of a teacher, the bravery of a police officer, the perseverance of a farmer, the pride of a coal miner, the craftsmanship of a distillery worker, the ingenuity of a factory worker, and the selflessness of a church volunteer. Every morning, millions of Kentuckians wake up early to get to work, arrive home bone-tired, but still find that last bit of energy to help a child with homework or assist a neighbor in need. We are united by a shared heritage and a unique love of place that remains unsurpassed anywhere on this blessed earth. We cherish the beauty and majesty of Red River Gorge, the Kentucky River Palisades, the rolling hills of the Bluegrass. Yet we value the people of our Commonwealth even more. And when you stop and think about it, especially on a night like tonight, the red or blue we really care about has much more to do with basketball than politics. We are a people who rose from the rugged pioneer spirit which built this country. And there is no reason why Kentuckians can't lead a political and spiritual renewal to go along with our nation's economic revival. I intend to keep doing my part, and there is absolutely no one on either side of the political aisle whom I will not engage to solve the opioid epidemic. Fix our schools, secure our border, fight for our veterans, strengthen national security, and ensure that every American has the chance to pursue his or her dreams. And it is precisely because we live in a time of political polarization and division in our national life that I committed to becoming a leader in bringing Americans together, to tell the history of our nation and how we've overcome divisions in our past. And I'm so proud that we recently celebrated the culmination of 5 years of work and persistence to secure Kentucky's first ever national monument at Camp Nelson. It is my hope and my unwavering belief that this effort will bring national awareness to the inspiring story of the struggle of freedom and the camp, which was for a time the only avenue to emancipation for slaves in Kentucky. It is also my hope that this, America's newest national monument, will serve as a source of inspiration to remind us all of the wisdom in our Commonwealth's motto, united we stand, divided we fall. I don't have all of the answers regarding how to heal our nation's deepening divide, but I do know that by working together, we can find them. Let's begin tomorrow by reaching out to those who disagree with us. Let's then roll up our sleeves and go to work. Thank you. God bless each of you. God bless the people of the 6th Congressional District and this Commonwealth. And may God always bless and shine His almighty light and grace upon the greatest nation in the history of the world, the United States of America.